to be able to serve God and serve him to the end, you must avoid these two things. You must conquer these two things. If you don't conquer these two things, you can't serve God. If you don't conquer these two things, you can't be free. If you don't conquer these two things, you won't be able to manifest your purpose of coming to this world. Two things. So, two things Jesus wants us to avoid. You must avoid it, no matter whom you are. Whether you are a pastor, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a leader, no matter your position, as a child of God, you must avoid these two things. You must conquer these two things. You must not allow these two things to rule over you. Number one is worry. Number two is fear. Worry and fear. Reasons why we should not fear. I gave us reasons why we should not worry. Can I give us a recap? I think that will help us for the benefit of those who are just joining us. Reasons why we should not worry. 1, worry is a destabilizer of faith. 2, worry will kill your love and zeal for God. 3, worry will limit your productivity and manifestation. 4, worry will make you not to be mentally sound. Now, reasons why we should not fear. Reasons why you should not fear. 1, fear will kill your confidence and trust in God. Fear is a killer of confidence and trust in God. Sir, the very day you begin to fear, your confidence will die. I'm assuring you. That's why you must avoid fear. If there is anything to avoid in this life as a child of God, avoid fear. Fear thou not. God will always say, fear thou not. Those who God called, they complained. One of them was Moses. He complained many things. He said he does not know how to speak. God gave him Aaron. God always encouraged him not to fear. God always encouraged him to be confident in him. God showed Moses signs. God showed Moses wonders before he will go. Why was God doing that? God was doing that to establish his confidence in him. Sir, do you know why God is showing you that dream? God is showing you that dream where you conquered to make your confidence in him to be strengthened. Because if you begin to fear, your confidence and trust in God will die. The moment you are confident and trust in God dies, forget about it. It's over. See, even if somebody is in church physically like this, seated, but his confident or her confidence in God has died, the person is in the camp of Satan. The person becomes a slave. When Moses died, God did not send angel. God came to Joshua, and said to Joshua, Moses, my servant, is dead. He now began to tell him. He said, you will lead these people to the promised land. He told him, as I was with Moses, I will be with you. The things I said I will do with Moses, I will what? Do with you. Do not be afraid. Neither be what? Dismayed. That was the message God gave him. Many people started well, like I said before. They started well. You see them committed, dedicated, serving God. But along the line, what happened? Worry. They became worried. Number two thing that happened was what? They became afraid. What will be of my future? What will be of this? What will be of that? When they now began to ask those questions, remember, who will reply them? Who will reply them? Satan will begin to supply answer. Before you know, they became afraid. And as they became afraid, their faith dropped. But I've come to prophesy today, your faith shall be restored. Your trust, your confidence in God shall be restored. You shall fear no more. 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 In Jesus' mighty name. Listen to me. You may not be strong, but if you put your trust and confidence in God, God will strengthen you. You may not be capable of doing a particular thing, but if you put you may not be able to achieve a particular thing. You may not have the capacity, the support, the finance, the strength, even the wisdom. You may not have it. But if you go to God, he said, he let him that think he has no wisdom, what? Come, let him ask. That God will what? Will give him. So number one reason why you should not fear is that fear is a killer of a confident trust in God. Number two, fear is a killer of courage and boldness. Fear is a killer of courage and boldness. If you begin to fear, your courage will die. If you begin to fear, your boldness will what? Will die. And the moment your courage dies and your boldness what? Dies, you won't take any action again. You will not begin to talk about your problem, talk about things, talk about past, talk about people. But no more boldness. No more what? Boldness. No more courage.